What is going on, guys? My name is Chaotic and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 video here on my channel. Now, in today's video, I am going to be discussing 7 currently story mode exclusive cars and vehicles which I think could and should be added into GTA Online, especially after receiving some of the other story mode exclusives and returning players' vehicles very recently in GTA Online, including the Duco Death, the Dukes, the Stallion, the Ballista Compact, just to name a few. And after receiving these, I do think it's very possible that Rockstar may continue to add some of these story mode exclusive vehicles into online. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing the 7 most likely contenders. So let's go ahead then and get straight into things and start things off with the Go-Go Space Monkey variant of the Ballista Compact. Now sure, this version of the Dinka Ballista isn't all that different from the standard version. I'm pretty sure the only difference really is the livery, but even so, I'm very surprised that Rockstar still haven't made this version available online, especially seeing a few days ago, Rockstar made the standard variant of this available online to all players to purchase. The only reason why I think Rockstar might keep this as a story mode exclusive is because this vehicle is only available in story mode if you complete the Monkey Mosaic Mystery, but let's face it, this isn't exactly the most special vehicle, and GTA 5 is almost 4 years old. It will be later this year. In fact, this car in particular was first added in 2014 when GTA 5 was first released on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So surely now is about time that Rockstar let go of this story mode exclusivity and add this online. Anyway, but moving on then to vehicle number 2, and up next is the Lost MC Slam Van. Now this vehicle was first added into GTA Online back in 2015 when Rockstar released the Heist update, and this van was featured in one mission where you were being chased down by the Lost MC. Since then though, this vehicle has been used, I believe, in a few biker missions from the Bikers update, but apart from that, this vehicle is still not available online for you to purchase or obtain in free mode. And again, just like the previous vehicle, there's no reason or real explanation as to why Rockstar still haven't made this vehicle available online for us to purchase. Maybe Rockstar have some form of plan for this vehicle in the terms of its release. Maybe at some point in the next update, the gun running update, Rockstar will make this vehicle available online, and maybe it will be used in some of the missions and transporting weapons around the map. There's certainly plenty of space in the back for that, but it's kind of a weird one why Rockstar haven't released this vehicle in the game already. Surely the perfect time was last year in the Bikers update. After all, this van is named the Lost MC Slam Van. But it's not like this vehicle is limited to just the Lost MC. You can in fact take this down to the custom shop if you somehow get it online, or of course get it in story mode by modding it, and you can remove the liveries from the van. But hopefully Rockstar do have some form of plan for this vehicle, and who knows, maybe in the near future we might receive this online for us to purchase. I know there are players out there who aren't really too bothered and aren't really a huge fan of this vehicle based upon its appearance, but on the other hand, there are also players who I'm sure would love to have this vehicle in GTA Online. Anyway, so moving on then to vehicle number 3, this of course being the Blimp. Now there are 2 versions of this in GTA 5, the first one being the Atomic Blimp and the second one being the Xero Blimp. Now if I'm not mistaken, the Xero Blimp is only available to returning players, or at least it was when it was first released, so it might not be available to all players right now in story mode, but even so, I still think it would be pretty cool to have a Blimp in GTA Online. Now sure, it's not all that useful, and it would just make you a huge target in the sky, but even so, that's a risk which you have to take, and it's the same with any aircraft, whether it's the Blimp or the fastest one in-game. But I'm sure some players would happily take the risk to have some fun, whether it's on their own or with a few friends. And there are quite a few cool things you can do with the Blimp, such as having people stand on the top, or trying to land aircrafts on them and stuff like that. But just imagine having all the players in the lobby, all 30 people, just flying around the map in blimps. That in itself is a really cool thought. So I guess you have to question, why have Rockstar not added this in the game already? What reason is there to not add the Blimp online? Now I don't know, maybe there is a reason for this, but I can't think of one. Moving along though to the next vehicle, and up next is the entire category of snow cars, not just the Snow Mesa, which I'm showing off right now in the gameplay. Now in my opinion, Rockstar have had loads of chances and opportunities to add all the snow vehicles which are currently only available and exclusive to North Yankton to make these available online. Surely all the previous Christmas updates when there's snowfall in GTA Online would have been the perfect opportunity and chance for Rockstar to add these vehicles in the game. And let's face it, it would have been a perfect theme as well for Rockstar to have added into GTA Online. But unfortunately, for one reason or another which Rockstar hasn't explained to us, they still haven't made these snow vehicles available online. And again, I'm sure there is a good reason for this, just not one that Rockstar has shared with us. I guess the main one being that Los Santos, of course, has a very warm climate, so the vehicles themselves wouldn't really be all that fitting, but maybe Rockstar could make these exclusive and only available when there's snow falling in GTA Online. So anyway, there are quite a few snow vehicles then that Rockstar could potentially add in the game. We of course have the Burrito Van, we've got the Saddler, we've got the Azir, we've also got the Emperor, and of course the Snow Messer. There's also a few others as well, such as the Armored Truck and the Snow Tractor, but let's face it, these 5 right here are the most likely ones Rockstar would add if they ever added some snow vehicles in the game. So I personally would like to see some snow cars in the game, maybe when it's snowing next in GTA Online later this year. Let me know your thoughts and feelings about this by leaving a comment on the video. And like I said, in past years, I really thought Rockstar would add some of these in the game, maybe make them available to players for a few days online, maybe make them free, and then remove them once the snow is also removed in the game, or maybe have these vehicles just spawn in randomly around the map when it is snowing, but of course prevent the option to store these in your garage. Moving on though to the next vehicle, and up next is of course the Skylift helicopter. This is one which I believe is only used in one mission in story mode, so it really is underused. But it's one of those vehicles which I think Rockstar could and should add into GTA Online. Sure, it wouldn't really be all that useful, but Rockstar could easily give this a use, especially with the up-and-coming gun running updates, if we were able to use this vehicle to pick up supplies and take them back to our warehouses and underground bunkers. In my opinion, the Skylift is a pretty good looking helicopter, and it could be quite a useful one as well if Rockstar gave it more of a use in the game, but at the moment it is quite useless and seems like it's gone to waste, seeing that it's only been used in one mission in story mode. But like I said, it could go to use if Rockstar made this vehicle available online and used it in some of the up and coming gun running missions, work and so on. Okay, now up next is probably the least likely one out of all the vehicles in this video which will ever be made available online. In fact, it's so unlikely I am pretty certain Rockstar will never make this vehicle available in GTA Online, but who knows. This vehicle of course being the Space Docker, which again, even in story mode, doesn't really have much use or purpose, but it is considered a special vehicle and it is quite cool as well in my opinion, so who knows, maybe Rockstar will add this vehicle at some point online and give it more of a use than it actually has right now. But either way, it would still be quite cool just to have this online, I'm sure you guys would agree. But finally, moving on to the last vehicle in this video, vehicle number 7, this of course being the cargo plane. Again, if I'm not mistaken, it's only used in one mission in story mode, which is a real shame because this is extremely cool, and I know you guys would love to see this online. It might be slightly too big though for the map itself. I know the airstrips in GTA 5 are pretty small and aren't really big enough for this, but even so, it would still be a really cool vehicle to have online, and there is certainly plenty of fun to be had with this one as well. For starters, there are various ways to open up the back door on this one, so you can go inside, you can store vehicles in there as well and whatnot. Imagine just doing this online, just getting people in there with cars and whatnot, flying around, and then like in Fast and Furious, literally driving out of the plane and parachuting down, maybe with a Ruiner 2000 or something along those lines. There are so many things you could do with this online, but like I said, I guess the only real downside to having this one is the size of it. It would be quite difficult to land in certain places. But it's not impossible. You can still land it at the airport, at the military base, and in Sandy Shores as well. It's just slightly harder than your standard aircraft. Even so though, out of all the updates we may receive this one in, surely the up and coming gun running update is the most likely. Rockstar can make full use of the back of the plane as well to store things in it and transport them around the map. There are so many possibilities with this one though, and as I'm sure you guys would agree, it's one of those things we'd all love to have in GTA Online if it was available. But it would no doubt be a very expensive one at that, bearing in mind the Luxor Deluxe costs $10 million, so Rockstar would probably charge upwards of double that, if not more. Anyway, so there we go then guys, those are the 7 vehicles which I think Rockstar could and should add into GTA Online. So the full list then includes the Go-Go Space Monkey variant of the Dinka Ballista Compact, the Lost MC Slam Van, the Space Docker, all the snow cars, the Skylift, the Blimp, and the cargo plane. Now with this up-and-coming gun running update, I do feel there is a huge chance Rockstar may add one or two of these in the update. And like I said earlier on, just like with some of the recent vehicles we received, the Duco Death and the other returning players' vehicles, I do think there is a huge chance that Rockstar may eventually add some of these vehicles into the game. I want to get your thoughts and feelings on this though. Leave a comment right now and let me know your thoughts and feelings about these 7 vehicles. And if there are any of the vehicles you guys would like to see online and have the option to purchase them, of course let me know about those as well. But if you guys could drop a like on this video, that'd be greatly appreciated and helps me out a lot. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, then please do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So as always guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.